Okay, now the recording is also started. Gaurav Kota, you should make your login name as your USN, otherwise your attendance will not be recorded. From next class, you just make sure of it, okay? Okay. So in today's class, we will be developing a simple computer graphics program, which will be basic building block for your learning of computer graphics. So we want to achieve the output of this kind. Okay, look here. I hope my mouse pointer is visible for you. This is the video screen. That means your computer monitor under which I want to have the display window of dimension 400, 300. Okay, and the distance between the video screen is from y-axis it is 50, from x-axis it is 100. Look here, this will be the origin. Okay, and I want this window to be titled as an example OpenGL program. Okay, an example OpenGL program. And inside this display window, I want to have a line. I want to have a line. So it is there in your textbook, same program we are discussing. So I hope you understood what is the requirement of our program. What could you understand what is the requirement of your program? You are drawing a display window with the title an example OpenGL program, and inside that display window we are writing the line segment. We are writing the line segment. That is the output we are expecting. Okay. So could you understand, students, what is the program we are developing? I need one or two replies in the chat window. Okay, thank you. So you are with me. Okay. Let us start. Okay. For this, we will start with the header file. So which is the header file we are going to include, that depends on the operating system we are using. So for Windows, we will be including #include gl/glut.h. Look at the mouse pointer. This is the header file I'll be including, and it varies depending on the operating system you use. Someone is trying to log in. Okay. Okay. Next, step one, after having the header file, the step one is, okay, so before this, I will show you how exactly the complete program looks like. So this is the complete program. Look here. We have the header file here. We have the init part. We have the line segment function. And then we have the main function. Okay. So superficially, you just see this program is having three parts: init, line segment function to draw the line within the window, and then main. So we will study in detail what exactly this program contains. So first one is initializing of glut. Okay, you all know that we are using the OpenGL utility toolkit, okay, for our computer graphics development. This initialization function could also process any command line arguments. You being computer science students should be knowing about command line arguments. I hope you know about command line arguments. If you do not know about command line arguments, please Google and learn about command line arguments, what you use in C. Okay, there will be argument counter, there will be argument vector. Okay, using command line argument itself, you can do small programs and it will be having special functionalities. Okay, so we will be using this glut init function to initialize the glut along with the command line arguments argc and argv. Next thing is, as I said, I want to give the title to the window I am creating. So look here, there is a title here, right? An example OpenGL program. How to give the title? For that we have the function glut create window. Glut create window. So for this glut create window, you can give a single argument. What is that single argument? Any character string that we want to use for the display window title. You can give your own name, your own USN or whatever. Here, for the generic purpose, we are giving glut create window. Next, step 3 is specification of the display window. Okay, so what we will do is we have to write a function line segment. I showed you in the program we have function by name line segment. Okay, so whichever the function is responsible for drawing something, okay, that you will be passing as the argument to the display function. Are you able to understand? There is a function line segment, or there can be any other function which will draw graphics related stuff. That function name itself will act as the parameter to glut display function. Okay, so we have one more glut function, glut main loop. Glut main loop. So why do we use this glut main loop? This glut main loop will be used, okay, to display everything and wait. Display everything which is there in the display function. What is the display function? Line segment is the display function here. We are simply drawing small line and wait for user interrupt. That is the functionality of the glut main loop. Okay, next we are having glut init display mode. Okay, glut init display mode. So before going to that, we are having one more function, glut init window position. Glut init window position, okay, through which you can give the window position. I will show you it in the program itself. So look here, this is main function in which first I initiated the glut using glut init, and then I'm using glut init display mode. Glut init display mode, that means whether you want single display mode or double display mode or whatever, and what is the color combination you want. Here we are using RGB color combination. So this will be a symbolic constants. Means glut single means there is a dictionary in OpenGL which will tell glut single means something, glut RGB means something. Like that, here we have glut init window position. That means you are creating a window within the video screen, I said, right? And this window should be how much distance from the video display. So look here, it is 50, 100. That means from the leftmost line of the video display, it is maintaining 50 units distance. From the topmost line, it is maintaining 100 unit distance. That's what I showed you here. Look here, there is a 50 units distance, 50 unit distance from the left line and 100 unit distance from the topmost line. Using this, what we are doing, we are positioning the window. Whatever the window you are creating, you are positioning that window. Okay, this function is for positioning the window. Next function is for giving the size, width and height. Okay, here I am giving 400 width and 300 height. There is no hard and fast rule that you should give 400 height, width and height, 300 height. You can give your own width and height, and also you can position it in as you wish. Okay, depending on the like width of the video display, you can give any position. Okay, and then about this function I already told. Let create window. What is this function? This function will create the window with this particular title, an example OpenGL program. You can give your own title into this. Okay, so those are the glut functions we covered. Next, we have few more functions. Okay, one is I have to set the background color. How do you set the background color? Using RGB component. Using RGB component. For that we have GL functions. Here you have GL clear color function. Using GL clear color function, you can give 1 unit of red, 1 unit of green, 1 unit of blue. And this is called, the fourth parameter is called as alpha, which we will learn in future. It will be used for blending purposes, which we will learn for future. For now, you just remember RGB. So if you give R1 completely, G completely, and B completely, what will be the color? What will be the color? Just to check your presence of mind. What will be the color if you give R1, G1, and B1? Which color? Yes, but which color is, like when you combine all the colors, which color you will get scientifically? Or I'll give you the clue. When white color passes through the prism, okay, that's what, white color, correct. So our background will be, okay, thanks for the response, students. So our background will be what? Background will be white color. That's what I'm doing. I'm just making the background to be white color. Okay. And next, what we have? This is for creating the background color. Next. So if you keep on trying to sign in always, it will be difficult for me to continue teaching. Okay. So, and then to get the assigned window color displayed, we need to invoke the following OpenGL function, that is GL clear. As I already said, GL color buffer bit, these kind of stuffs will be symbolic constants which will be having some meaning or value in the OpenGL. So here the argument GL color buffer bit is an OpenGL symbolic constant specifying that it is the bit values in the color buffer or refresh buffer. Okay. So now what we did is we just gave background color and then we gave that particular we assigned window the color to be displayed. All these things we did. Next, we should decide upon what should be the color of the line we are drawing. What should be the color of the line we are drawing? For that, this is the function GL color 3F. Okay. So red component, I'm not giving anything. The green and blue I'm giving. This will give you dark green. GL color 3F. What is the functionality of GL color 3F? F indicates floating point parameters you are giving. 3 indicates 3D. And GL color indicates that is the color you are giving to the things, whatever you are drawing. Okay. And we have to set the projection type. Okay, projection type and other weaving parameters. Generally, OpenGL tries to draw everything in 3D, and 2D is the special case of 3D. Okay, so you have to set projection type by this function GL matrix mode. GL matrix mode. If you pass this symbolic constant GL underscore projection, it will create. It will instantiate. Weaving parameters, and along with that you are giving 2D. Okay, this will be orthogonal projection with the 2D. Okay, and these are the mm, rectangular range from 0.0 to 200, and y coordinates ranging from 0.0 to 150. Okay, so this specifies that an orthogonal projection is to be used to map the contents of a two-dimensional rectangular area of world coordinates to the screen. Orthogonal projection need to be used, that we are going to say using these two functions. Okay, and the x coordinate value should be within the rectangular range of 0 to 200, and y coordinate range should be within the 0 to 150. So if you cross this range, what happens? Those things will not be visible. If you cross this range, those things will not be visible. Okay, finally, now we are in the position to draw the line. Okay, so how to draw the line? How to draw the line? Listen carefully. We are having GL begin and GL end. To draw anything in computer graphics, we will be using GL begin and GL end. Okay, so GL begin and GL end we will be using, and inside GL begin you should write whatever you are drawing. So inside GL begin, what we have written here, GL underscore lines, that means what? You are drawing the line. That means you are drawing the line. So to draw a line, what do you need? Like many different requirement are there. One of the sufficient requirement is 2 points. If I give you 2 point, you can know what is the starting point of the line and what is the ending point of the line. Then what you will do, you will be able to draw the line. So look here, GL begin, inside that you are giving the symbolic constant GL underscore lines. Okay, and GL vertex 2i. GL, which belongs to GL library. Vertex is the thing which indicates you are giving the point. 2 is the 2 points you are giving, and of type integer. 180, 15, 10, 145. You should make sure that this should be in the range. This should be in the range 200, 0, 200, 0, 150. Otherwise, it will not be visible. So what happens? A line will be drawn between these two vertices. Okay, now I think, so could you follow whatever I told till now? I just haphazardly told different functions. Now we will link all those functions to write the actual program. Okay, okay. So now we are into the complete program where we are joining all the bits and pieces, whatever we studied. We are using a header file. Please follow carefully. We are using the header file hash include gl/glut.h, because it is the library wherein we are taking many functions. Okay. Then I have a function init. So this init function will be same, almost same for every OpenGL function, OpenGL program you write. This init will be same for all the almost all the programs you write. So init should contain three things. What is the projection you are weaving the things whatever you are drawing. So these two things will be common. GL matrix mode, which is having GL projection, and GLU ortho 2D, and you can customize this. You can customize this. Okay, 0 to 200, 0 to 150. And you are giving the background color. R is 1, G is 1, B is 1, which is giving you white. And this is the alpha parameter, which will be using for blending. Okay, so could you understand init function? I'll ask you one by one after covering each and every part. Init function, could you understand what init is doing? It is setting the background. It is setting the background and it is telling the function. It is a 2D computer graphics program, and you are using orthogonal projection view, and you are limiting the x coordinates and y coordinate limits. Could you understand what is there in it of this program? I need responses, students. Okay. Okay, thank you for the response. So now shall we move to the line segment function? This also is easy. You will understand it easily. Okay. So in line segment, what we are doing, importantly, we are drawing the line. Importantly, we are drawing the line. GL begin, GL end. This is where the drawing should happen. GL lines, and you are giving 2 points, 180, 15 and 10, 145. Okay. So the line can be drawn, and along with that, whatever I am setting, what should be the color of the line that I am deciding. Okay, color of the line I am deciding, and before which I am clearing the display window. This is bag display window color to white, and also you are clearing the display window. These things are done in the function line segment. This line segment function is referred to as display function. Why it is referred to as display function? Because this is responsible for displaying the objects on the screen. So this is known as display function. Okay, and the last line in the display function will be GL flush. GL flush, what is the purpose of this GL flush? Process all open GL routines in the display as quickly as possible. Flush is forcing the process, okay. So could you understand whatever there in line segment, students? We did three important things in the line segment. Line segment is a display function. It is, in general, it is called as display function because it will display the object. Okay, first it is clearing the window, and then it is deciding the color of the object, that is color of the line, and then it is drawing the line, and then it is doing GL flush, that is forcing the open GL function to happen for fast. Because in computer graphics, the appearance quality is very important. We want everything to happen fast so that people will feel it as real. Okay, so you understood what is line segment function, that is in general called as display function. Okay, next thing is main function. So as you know, it is actually C++ language. Okay, so in C, main, that is the first function to be executed, isn't it? Main first to call agadalva ella program allo. So you are using glut init in the main itself. Are you understanding? All init stuff should be there in the main itself. Glut init display mode, whether it is glut RGB or single, what is the display mode you are using, initializing the glut and giving the window position, window size, and create window, all those things should be there in the main itself. And then you are calling init function. Look here, what is this init function? The function what you wrote in the previous slide, this init function you are calling. After this all init function, you are calling the init function, whatever you have written for this particular program. And then you are calling glut display function. So what should be there in the glut display function, students? Whatever the display function responsible for drawing the object. Here, line segment is the display function which is responsible. Okay. And then, as I said, glut main loop should be there. Glut main loop should be there for displaying everything and waiting for the interference of the programmer. Okay. So this completes the first introduction program. Okay. This you will be doing in your first lab along with few other stuffs. Okay. So I'll just repeat. Init will be having some initialization stuffs and display. This is actually line segment is the name I have given, but the basic purpose is display, which will draw the objects to be shown on the screen. And main will have set of initialization functions, glut initialization functions. Along with that, we are going to call the init function, whatever we have written for this particular program. And then glut display function. What is the parameter for this glut display function? Whatever the display function you have written. For this program, what is the display function? Line segment is the display function. So you are calling it. And then glut main loop is compulsorily written for all the programs. Okay. So I hope you could understand, students, whatever was covered. I will ask you few questions. Okay. So you have to answer all the questions to get the attendance. Okay. It's okay if you are copying it from your friends, but I want your the motto is learning. Okay. What are the three parts of any OpenGL program? What are the three main parts of any OpenGL program? Main, init, callback. Okay. Or we can say main, init, and display function. Here line segment is the display function. Very good. Main, init, and callback is also okay. Main, init, and display is also okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. I'll be posing the next question now. What is the functionality of the glut main loop? What is the functionality of the glut main loop? Display is not the right answer. Display everything and it should do what? Wait. Okay, that is important. Display everything and wait. Display everything and wait. Okay. Okay. Display everything and wait. Now I will pose one more question. What is the parameter for the glut display function? What is the parameter for the glut display function? Here it is line segment. In general, what it is? Here in this program, it is line segment. Display segment. That is the right answer. So whichever the function responsible for display, that is the right answer. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll pose one more question. If you want to draw something, it should always start with GL begin and it should always end with GL end. Is it true or not? If you want to draw something, it should always start with GL begin and GL end. Okay, I will pose one more question. In GL clear color, how many parameters are there and what are they called as? In GL clear color, how many parameters? 4 parameters, and what are they called as? RGB and alpha. RGB and alpha. Okay. So how many of you could install OpenGL software through Venkatesh sir? Can you reply me in the chat window? How many of you could install it? If you have installed, you... Okay, Prateek. Okay. Then who else? Only Pratik? None of you? Okay, you better contact Venkatesh sir and get it installed on the laptop. Like all of you together cannot come to the college, it is prohibited. You can take the appointment of Venkatesh sir, and whenever he says, you better get it installed because we'll be starting lab as well, and you need that software in your laptop. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Okay, you make sure that you will be installing it. Suraj, which link I should send? No, I don't have software link. Venkatesh sir will be installing that. You have to contact Venkatesh sir, lab instructor Venkatesh sir for that. Okay, okay. Okay, I hope everything was reached to you all. I will be stopping the class now. If you have any issues, let me know. Okay. Uh, one like Darshan, you wanted PPTs, uh, but the thing is, PPTs I'm continuously changing. Okay, few things are not there, few things are there. That's why what I am doing is I have sent you the notes. You refer the notes. It is as good as the textbook. Okay, as good as the textbook and also having like sufficient information for you. For now, you refer the notes, and after completion of the module, I will share the PPT. Is it okay, Darshan? Okay, okay, okay then. Is there anything else? At least you have answered one question right among the question I have asked, then you will get the attendance. If you haven't answered any question, put your attendance now. If you have not answered. Okay, I think everybody answered. Okay, I'm stopping the recording and ending the class.